Alright, y'all. Welcome to another production of The Single H Show. We are the good siblings. Shut up.
Perfect.
Shut up. And yet, shut up.
Do you want to start over?
No.
Okay.
They deserve a little comedy before this.
That's true. We are the good siblings. My name is Joseph Mills. Your name is
The Single H. And hello, fellow people that don't exist under the government.
Welcome to the other side, guys and gals and non-binary pals.
Yep.
No matter what the government says, you exist and you're valid.
Yep.
This is going to be a little bit different than any other podcast, as in most podcasts I ramble on the most, but today, ladies and gentlemen, Single H is going to lay the smack down.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to be unfiltered, because I'm now at the point that I don't care anymore. With all of it, considering a little more half than the population decided to hate other people like me for no apparent reason, and decided to make our life living hell, no matter where we live in this country.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, immediately after he went into office, and I heard that bill had passed, it suddenly became back in time in middle school when it was hard to go to the bathroom.
Again.
Yep, immediately, without fucking fail.
Alright, so let's process this a little bit, because I want to give you a little bit of hope by sharing my frustrations with a group of people. Over half of our country did not vote for the current sitting president. Over half of our country did not vote. Now, he received over half the votes that won, but over half of our country did not vote for him. I would like to express my frustration with everyone that decided to vote for a write-in person during this election. Your freaking ignorance did this.
Yep.
If everyone would have looked at what was going on and for one time not try to make a statement that we need 3 candidates. And I'm going to tell you, I believe that 2 choices are not enough. I believe that. But this was not the time to make that statement. And right now, we are paying for that mistake.
Yes.
So I want to give you a little bit of hope. Over half of the country didn't vote for him. But right now, all of people that feel the way I do, I have to be honest, that feel the way I do, that 2 choices isn't enough, pick the wrong year to make a statement.
Because most other countries have 4 separate firms.
Is that true?
4, I think it's up to 3 or 4.
I don't know that.
I know some countries have. Other countries do have more choices than us.
Are we going to fact check this podcast?
I'm pretty sure that they do.
People told me there would not be no fact checking.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But in other places, anyway, this wasn't the time. And there was really impassioned statements made that said, please, not this year, because if you vote for a third-party person, that person's not going to win. Either Vice President Harris or President Orange 45 was going to win the election. One of those 2 people were going to win. So this was the year that we needed to make sure that tyranny and fascism didn't take over.
Here, and I'm going to put it the way that one of the YouTubers that I watched it. Even though both candidates were kind of meh, you are voting for what conditions you want while you're making room for more rights. People voted for harder conditions.
And no rights. Yeah. Not trying to make more rights. They voted for harder conditions and to have their rights taken away.
Yep.
So, throughout the campaign, there was this direct conversation. What is your plan? Can you produce a plan? Well, I have a concept of a plan. He didn't have, and doesn't have crap.
He couldn't say his plan because his plan is Project fucking 2025.
Yes. And if you watch everything that's been going on, kids, even though he said he has nothing to do with it and they weren't going to do it, everything connects.
Every executive order that he signed was according to that project in some shape or form.
Yes. So right now, not only do we not have a president that has an economic plan that will rebuild the economy, we have a president that has spent 3 days not making any positive changes, but has spent 3 days taking things away.
Yes. So, I'm not going to bring the energy down.
You have fired today's ticking time bomb. The BCM Punk drop the pipe bomb today.
So,
and by the way, I need to say this: the views and the expressions that are about to be said are those of the Good Brothers.
So, I cannot make this any more clear. I've known tons of other people. I know there are tons of other people on social media that are making this oh so clear. The people who voted for him made a god-fucking-damn-it stupid mistake. And I'm gonna rephrase from you later, from one of the posts that you showed me and GAPD.
Okay,
They realized that they shit themselves in the elevator, and they want us to say it's going to be fine. Honeys, it's not going to be. It's already not. The elevator is broken and now it's falling down. And we have less time than any more than we had to fix it. Society in the 2020s, so far in the decade, had been fucked because of things that he did in the last one. We could have fixed it by not putting him in the driver's seat again. We've learned that's a stupid mistake. People who think we got through 2016, we got through that it's going to be fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's already proven not to be. That it's going to be harder. We're going to have to fight more. We're going to have to be prepared for more of a dying because people can't get over their closed-minded viewpoints. And we that have to accept that right now and keep on fucking fighting.
So let me add some validity to what you just shared.
Yeah.
We did not make it through the first election without being harmed. A lot of harm was caused by that. During that term, there was multiple uber conservative members put on the Supreme Court. Now, what a lot of people are going to say is that we lost Roe versus Wade during the Biden-Harris administration. We did not. We lost it when we lost the 2016 election and empowered Orange 45 to put in a conservative Supreme Court who demanded to review things, and that group that was appointed by Trump restricted those rights.
Yes.
Keep going. I'm just adding more wood to your fire, champ.
So, we just have to be prepared for that. We already know, because the probability is shown, more of us are probably going to be up for committing suicide. So, we just need to stay together to make sure that is minimized. That we are all supporting each other from the depth isn't coming from within ourselves. The depths are only coming from the outside, so we need to stay together and be more of a force collectively. And people who go, oh, there's so many trans people. We're 0.6% of the society. Less than 1.
And,
Shut up.
And have been treated as if that you're the major issue in the room.
Yeah.
And you're this overwhelming army that tried to take over America. I want to add more validity to what you shared. When an individual sees their identity attacked at any higher level, it adds to those levels of depression and the loss of morale and questioning of validity. Especially when those higher powers are spending time attacking you and taking away your opportunity to thrive in who you are. So what Single H is sharing right now is the reality that we need our voices to be louder. We need our voices to be stronger so that we can start pushing back, so that these siblings that are finding themselves in crisis situations can see that people care about them and are willing to pull them out and become phoenixes in this situation. Now, before someone emails us at thesingleHshow@gmail.com and say, what does it matter? It's less than 1%. Everybody's personal emotions and feelings and any level of discrimination has to be spoken out against, has to be fought. Because when anyone loses their rights, everyone will.
Especially because, you know, he already been doing it. And I would love to simplify my feeling, but I, for one, have been barely functioning the last couple of days. I've been lucky if I could function all the way through school without crying a little bit during my crying period that my body has assigned to third period.
What is third period? Is that study hall or something?
No, it's math.
Math? Because you're good at math.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one period where I kind of don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, fine. I've been barely functioning along with using physics devices, had been using all my tools. I haven't been able to function at full volume as I should be.
Yeah.
And everyone should be given the chance to feel safe, because it has been proven in countless studies that safer people are in school, oddly enough, their grades get higher because they feel safe and they feel like they can ask for help.
Yes.
But who knows, at this point he may sign another bill that said all teachers have to do it. All teachers have to out their students.
And we're talking about forced outings in this conversation.
Yep.
Thankfully, in the state of California, we exist in a time frame and the existence of what's known as AB 1955. And through AB 1955, it is a protection for our LGBTQIA plus siblings to not feel threatened that if they turn to a teacher for assistance, they're going to get outed. To not feel that they turn to a school counselor, that they're going to be outed. To create those safe environments to do, as Single H has just shared, feel safe in their educational environment, not worry about those outside stressors, and be able to lean into their educational process by not being worried about going home and facing consequences there.
And if you live in a blue state and there are people who want and need to move from a red state, get them here. Get them to where they are safe. And if you're in a red state, please get safe. Please. Because where you are right now is probably going to get at least 100% harder. Get somewhere safe where you know you have the connections so you can stay together. And we'll probably find a lot of resources and we'll put them in the description / comic section and description if you're on YouTube.
And also, if that you do live in a red dominant state, do not forget about the American Civil Liberties Union. Any form of personal information that you have is and should be restricted by being shared by just anyone else. Any deeply personal information that has to do with your identity, your status, people do not have the right to share that. You have the right to have that protected. So please reach out to a representative in your state for the ACLU, and they are already working on tactics and journeys on how to deal with these things.
Yes. And please reach out to your local senators. Please. They're more than willing to help. There are people already fighting to stop stop for as long as we can all of Trump's executive orders. All of them. So, that's good. There are people working. We got the trucks.
People caring and people doing their best. All right.
So I want to hold you all off of this. Remember that you are loved. You are valid. And remember, they don't know what they're talking about.
And that was a Single H show for this week.
We have been the Good Simmons.
Have a good week.